So in this weird time where most people are stuck at home, many have decided to use voice chats a lot more to, help maintain at least a bit of their sanity, those privileged extroverts. But either way, chances are it's not just you that's going to stuck at home. Any siblings, roommates, parents, they're probably all at home as well and also making a lot of noise. And before you know it, the kettle, the vacuum cleaner and questionable choices in music will be blaring in the background, making it hard to hear anyone or for anyone to hear you. What do? Well, Nvidia has a solution. That solution being RTX Voice, which promises to make our loneliness sound that much crisper. Basically, RTX Voice is a GPU-powered background noise removal program, which uses AI thanks to the power of your Nvidia graphics card to, try and remove any background noise it senses. Now, the program is meant to use tensor cores as found in the RTX series of graphics cards, which are especially made for AI tasks. But what if you don't have an RTX graphics card? Surely CUDA cores should be just fine. And as it turns out, you can use CUDA cores. I made a whole video just before this one talking about how exactly you can run RTX Voice on your non-RTX card, which I'm going to link down in the iCards above, so if you want to see how you can do it yourself. In fact, I don't have an RTX card myself, I only have a GTX 1080 Ti, and I'm managing to run RTX Voice in completely fine. However, do expect to be a slight difference in the quality of the overall output when you compare GTX cards to RTX cards. However, the difference apparently isn't that big. The main thing you may spot is the amount of resources the program does use in between the two types of graphics cards, but again, in both graphics cards, it is barely anything. So if you're worried that this card is going to be sucking up too much of your performance unless you're using some extremely old graphics card, then it shouldn't matter. Because remember, this can be used with any Nvidia graphics cards dating all the way back to the GTX 400 series. So before we go into the quality of the whole thing, let's check out performance. So let's just open Task Manager and see what it's like. But what about if it does the one great evil of the PC gaming world? It lowers your FPS. First off, let's just do a Shadow Tomb Raider benchmark on the 3 main resolutions and see what it's like. And as we come to expect, the difference was tiny, but definitely nothing that can be really noticed. But now for all the performance stuff out of the way, let's address the elephant in the room. Does it actually do what it says on the tin? Does it? Does it, Nvidia? Well, to an extent, yes. One thing you have to remember is that this is still a beta app, so over time it will probably be a lot better. And for now, you can get some amazing results, but other times it can be a bit temperamental. Let's start by talking about inputs and it actually reducing the noise coming from your mic. So this is how it sounds without RTX Voice, and then this is how it sounds with it activated, so there's quite a bit of a difference. One thing I was worried about with this app, however, is how it's going to work with a sound card, because I ran my speakers and my headset actually through a Sound Blaster Z sound card instead of my onboard audio. And let's just say if you already have a mic running through a sound card, let's just say it's not going to make it sound too much better. Now let's talk about outputs, and that is where it really gets temperamental. Let's just say you're watching a video that's pure just people talking, no background music, no anything. There, it can work wonders, and it definitely sounds a lot nicer, a lot crisper, and I've seen it as a great way to up your audio quality without you having a sound card, as it provides a tiny extra edge.
So the test is simple, just try to, stress as a server, do the things you normally do.
However, if there's any music in the background to people talking, then expect to hear none of that music and instead hear it sometimes intersect the voice in a very startling way and makes it sound like it's just strangling the audio. And the concept of music itself, well, that's one that's completely foreign to this program right now. So it's definitely not the be-all and end-all of audio improvement software that many people claim it is, but it's still an amazing piece of software that essentially gives you better audio quality for your mic, which is just great. For output, again, it can definitely use some work, and you can pretty much only use it for voice-only video. However, even despite all of that, I'm not even fully disappointed. Okay, well, a bit. Okay, well, maybe a bit more than a bit. What I'm excited about is the potential of this app. Because you know that feeling when you're out and about, you say hi to a random girl, and then a few seconds later you just start thinking about your life together, about getting married, getting a giant mansion. Well, that's the kind of feeling I have with this software. What? That just me that has thoughts like that? Oh. Okay, forget I said anything. Well, either way, the potential for this is amazing, and I definitely can't wait to see what they're going to do in the future. So definitely, go ahead, install it, play around with it, see what kind of things suit you, and well, just give them some time, because I think it's gonna be awesome. Additionally, I think it just further proves my theory, which I talked about in this video, which is up in the iCards, where I said that the next series of RTX cards are gonna have capture cards built in, because Nvidia is definitely trying to build up this suite of features that are not just, you know, faster graphics for gaming. So the fact that they're now even using the graphics cards to improve audio quality just goes to show that they're definitely trying to make the cards more than just a thing to make graphics appear. But either way, those are all of my thoughts on RTX Voice. It is amazing. Kind of, it has plenty of potential, and for as much as I hate myself for saying that, because it's just like, because it's kind of admitting it doesn't live up to promises, but on the same time I just can't, because I'm just like nerding out over how exciting it's going to be when it's going to be up and running properly in maybe a few weeks or a few months time. But until then, I'm going to use it when I can, and just gonna hope for the future, and I'm gonna hope you're gonna hope as well. So let's all go into a giant hope circle together in my Discord, which is linked down in the description below. You can talk about this video or suggestions for other videos or whatever else, and also down there in the video description you'll find my Patreon if you'd help support the channel monetarily. But $1 a month goes a long way in helping me make way better content and content on way more interesting topics. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in what I bring next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.